Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not continuing the Pick Your Poison challenge. I got challenged with Schwarzenegger. Red Heat from 1988. This is a buddy cop movies back when buddy cop movies were all the rage. You had Lethal Weapon and Beverly Hills Cop, which technically is a buddy cop movie. And you had all those. Mostly in the early 90s, too, they did a lot of, The Last Boy Scout, Die Hard with Vengeance, those kind of things. This is one of them. And this is one, pairs an American cop with a Russian cop, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And look, what was Hollywood's obsession with taking just any foreign actor and saying, you're going to play a Russian? They did it with Van Damme. I mean, they did it with... They did it with Van Damme. They did it with Dolph Lundgren. They did it with Arnold. Anyone who's foreign, you're going to play a Russian. Credit to Van Damme, though, in his appearances as a Russian in the two separate films, that being Black Eagle and No Retreat, No Surrender, he barely had lines. He barely had lines, so he could just deliver the physical performance, which is what he was there for. That's fine. Also, credit to Lundgren. He can sound Russian. If he does, he does. He's good at that. Arnold, he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. All he does is pronounce his R's more. We are going to get Victor. It's like, you pronounce your R's like that, that doesn't make you Russian. It's just how he pronounces. We are going to get Victor. And also part of that, I thought that Arnold's performance in this was stiff. He is very much the straight man to Belushi's crazy, wacky American character. And that can work, but Arnold comes off as he's just a Russian Terminator. They're like, oh, you got a wife? No. You got any kids? No. It's just very... I don't know. He comes off as the Terminator only if he was Russian. You even get like a line. He's like, oh, you shit me. I'm not shitting on you. Sounds like something the Terminator would say. I don't know. He's very... I mean, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He can deliver some good performances. This was very wooden, very stock. Like, he was playing the straight man, so he had to be very serious. What's more is I've heard that this movie was supposed to be longer, and they trimmed off some, but they trimmed off, like, the second half. And you can tell, because the first half just goes at a normal pace, and when you get to the second part, just do, stuff happens, and it's like, whoa. Hello? Let me, I thought Jim Belushi was pretty good. So I like Jim Belushi, like according to Jim, some other stuff he's been in. Yeah, there's a movie with a dog, right? K9. I don't think I've seen that one, but that was pretty good. The resolution with this, it looks really good. I watched it on my Vudu account, which I can do because I technically own it, and it's on my personal Vudu account, so I can do that. It's part of the rules. Looks really good in HD, so that was good. Walter Hill. At the top of my head, I can't think of anything else he's done. But I thought this was done pretty well. Credit to whoever wrote this. And maybe it was in the version that had more in it, but when his partner is killed at the beginning of the film, Schwarzenegger's partner, I called it. I'm like, he's in on it. He's gonna turn up towards the end of the film and be revealed that he's not dead and he's actually working with Victor. But no, they didn't do that. They didn't go that route, which every action movie in the 80s went that route. Where, there's someone, you think, nope, he's on the bad guy side, And then an action movie in the 80s and 90s, they did that a lot. Didn't do it here. That was good. Comedy stuff, pretty good. And another credit, they didn't do the, partners got to separate and go their separate ways because it's towards the end of the film. Didn't do that. I like that. I hate buddy movies where, we have to split them up towards the end of the movie so they can get back together. They didn't do that. I like that. Because I was waiting for them, okay, when are they going to split up? They didn't split up. Good. Because there is a point, though, that I thought was going to happen where Danko gets his gun taken away. He's like, give me a gun. He's like, no. I'm like, okay, this is really going to split. No, he hands him another gun, and they keep going. It's like, okay. I did think that Gina Gershon's character was pretty much pointless. I mean, she did help, but then she would turn up and stop them. Like, she's helping them, and then she stops them from going after one of the henchmen, and she ends up dead in the shootout anyway. I don't know. And you got this climax where Danko is playing chicken with one bus against Victor, who's in another bus, and like technically he loses, but Victor gets hit by a train. I don't know. It's a really weird climax. The chemistry. They have decent chemistry with each other, but like I said, the problem is Belushi is being Belushi and Arnold is being a Russian Terminator. So there's really nothing to go off of. There's no chemistry, because they don't allow Arnold. I don't know if it was Arnold's choice or if it was the director's choice. He's not allowed to emote anything, really. Even when he's talking about his parents died and stuff, nothing, no emotion. He's like, my mother died, my son died, and I'm just like, there's no emotion coming from this guy. Maybe he learned, I don't know. And then at the beginning I'm very confused because they're talking about Victor, and they're like, oh, is he Russian too? Soviet. That's the same thing, right? Soviets and Russian, same thing, right? I know that Soviet was actually like a group or something back then. Like they were called Soviets, but then when it became Russia, they were just all Russians, right? I'm not 100% on that, but to me, Soviets and Russians are the same thing, unless they distinguish themselves different. Like maybe Soviets are the bad guys and the normal Russians are the good guys. I don't know how it works. I'm not Russian. I wouldn't know. There's a lot of Russian talking. Good thing there's subtitles for when that happens. I couldn't find subtitles to pull up on Vudu, but you can see subtitles when they speak Russian, which is good. You get Arnold kind of naked twice. At the beginning of this film, he's in his for the ladies, all the guys, there's good guys out there, he's in a towel, and then later they do this thing where he's in the shower, and then there's this woman, and they make you think, they're supposed to make you think that they're going after Arnold, Danko, in his room. Only problem is, Victor calls out 302. But we saw on the sheet that he's in 303. We already know he's in 303. So we know it's a fake out. Why call out the number of the room? If you were trying to figure us out to make us believe they were going after Arnold's room, why would you show us that he's in 303 and have Victor call out 302? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. You get a cameo from Brian James, who I most recently saw in Crime with. He's a guy talking like that, but he's just like an informant here. And there's like a throwaway thing with him. He gets his arm like twisted back, and his hand's basically kind of broken by Danko. And then later they bring it up. Oh, he's pressing charges. Broke his arm. No, he slammed his head in the door. Danko can testify. That sort of thing. Takes place in Chicago. I like that. I like that it takes place in Chicago. Chicago, great place to have a movie. Overall, I thought this movie was okay. I'm gonna give it middle of the road. When it comes to Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, this is not one I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna Commando, Terminator 2, even Kindergarten Cop before I go back to this one. Jingle All the Way, But it was fine. Give it a middle of the road. Nothing big. Short review. Nothing really much to say about it. So let's go next. What's the next pick? Shall we see? E. Jim Carrey. You know what? I think I'm going to have the perfect Jim Carrey movie to watch. It's not a comedy. It's one of his more grittier films, revolving around a certain number. Now, I know you're ready to be thinking, hey, you came up with that really quick. Well, I did write down these categories beforehand, and I did think about some of them. And I did think that if I did this one, I would stick with, because I have comedy as a category in here. I also have Adam Sandler as another category. So that's like 2 comedy categories right there. Getting a little bit serious with Jim Carrey. So when I can find a movie, we'll get that. But what are your thoughts on Red Heat? Comment below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.